Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. This is Cass and Lorain coming to you from inside the very glamorous...
Live in the warehouse?
Yeah, our glamorous warehouse. But we just want to talk to you about Record Store Day tomorrow. It's happening, and we just want to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So Cass is going to like pan through here for you and show you what's what. So here's Cass, and we're panning through, and we're just kind of showing you some of, like, there's so much product this year. What would you say, Cass? Is there like 500 titles or something like that?
Something like that. I mean, it gets bigger and bigger each year, and this is definitely
a lot.
The craziest we've seen.
So
there's just
coming through the top here, we're still like kind of organizing stuff and getting it together.
Yeah.
But as you can see, there's 2 tables full. All this underneath still
got the Howard Stern
needs to be
LP.
needs to be gone through. So how about there's a bunch of 10 inches? There's 7 inches. Box sets.
That super cool triangular 7-inch.
Yes.
Modest Mouse hat.
That's right.
Overstock. We have many of the Robin and.
Oh, don't say overstock. There's no overstock. Okay. Coming through, and this side hitting this too. Look at that. There's a really groovy Tommy Bolin vibe. That's like a few crazy things. Okay, and then also, if you come over to this area here, I just want to let you guys know, I am making swag bags for you all, the ones that come to our Record Store Day. And if you spend $100, which is easy to do on Record Store Day, you'll be taking home one of these sweet Siren Records Monterey Record Store Day t-shirts. Yeah, Cass will show you what it actually looks like. It's not hard to spend $100 on Record Store Day, but even if you're not going to spend $100 and you feel like that you want to dress like your favorite sexy Siren employee, then you can buy one of these for $19.99. So up to you. Anyway, Cass, let's go and show them a few titles, shall we?
All right, let's go.
Okay, here we are. Homeostasis is restored. We're back in our comfortable spot in our natural setting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna flip through and kind of show you a couple of really like great Record Store Day titles that we are both thinking are pretty swell. We're not gonna really give you prices, just understand we don't gouge here, so we're just gonna kind of just show you a few things. That's the whole point of the exercise. If you come tomorrow, Cass, when are we open tomorrow?
We're open at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Usually open at 12, but tomorrow's special.
Special, that's right.
And there's going to be a lot of people. So if you're trying to get a few things, like you really need to have them, like that Pink Floyd, then you should definitely be here probably at around 8 o'clock, I would say. 8:30.
Yeah, the line tends to go wrap around. So yeah, and there's a couple of things that, you know, our buyer really ordered up on, but we did only get a handful. So it's competitive this year. We've got like a table back there that's going to be full of product, and then across the wall. So, you know, it's going to be elbow to elbow, but there's still a lot of fun to be had. Is it going to be another really windy day tomorrow, do you think?
I think it will be windy, but it won't be raining like last year, so you don't have to worry about that again. That was kind of sad.
I don't know what's going on with this wind. I don't know about you, but I don't know. It's kicking up something where I just feel like my whole eyes are watering, like from the second I wake up until I don't know what's happening. And
yeah, it's freaky.
I don't like it. So anyway, do you have like a I don't know, your absolute pick, or are you just kind of doing favorites that caught your eye? Do you have anything that is like your, oh yes?
I think I'll do, let's both choose 2 that we think are like the ones.
The ones? Okay.
Yeah, I think first of all, this one I'm excited about. Everybody's excited about this one. Death Grips Steroids EP, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Gabber Mega Mix. Death Grips, the very infamous Sacramento-based industrial hip-hop group. This came out, let's see, 2 years ago. It was just an EP, but it was super good. It was like a 22-minute, just one song EP, and most Death Grips fans know that this is like one of their best, I guess just one of their best releases they've ever done, and it's never been out on vinyl before, so it's a limited vinyl edition, and I didn't know it was on colored vinyl, but it's actually on white vinyl. And it also has a B-side, the track they did with Les Claypool from Primus, which is an excellent track as well, deep cut from them. So if you're a fan of Death Grips like I am, you definitely got to pick this up. We got a lot of copies of this though, so if you're certainly trying to get this, I'm sure you could probably roll in around 10 o'clock and still get it. But this guy from Sacramento was in here. He was saying he asked the record stores around there if there's any chance he'd be able to get one, but he said so many people are just asking about it because they're from Sacramento. so it was pretty much hopeless. So he's gonna come here and grab it.
Nice.
So definitely check this out. Even if you don't know Death Grips, maybe give them a listen tonight and you'll realize that this might be something you need to add to your collection.
Very nice. So you got another one?
Yes.
But I know what it is. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured, yeah. Yeah.
This isn't a huge release. I guess it's similar to the Death Grips one. It's not an album, just a short EP, basically a single, Black Lipstick by Chicano Batman. This has never been on a full-length album. This was kind of like one of their big YouTube hits. This is actually the song I first ever heard by them that really introduced me to the band. It's got an excellent music video. And honestly, it's just one of the best songs of this whole decade, Black Lipstick. If you haven't heard it, it's incredible. Vocals, you'll just remember them after hearing it only one time. They'll get stuck in your head. And it's just such a great track. And I've always wanted them to put it out on something. And when I saw that it was out on Record Store Day on blue vinyl, I was pretty ecstatic, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't know that was blue vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is super cool if you like Chicano Batman. They're also playing at the Catalyst next month, so
yes.
they will definitely be playing this track as well. And it has an instrumental version of the track, which is pretty interesting, as well as 2 songs, Scab and Portal of Yarn, that I think are new unreleased B-sides. So if you're a fan of these guys like I am, definitely pick this up. So basically these are the 2 I was most excited about. So
okay,
come pick them up.
Those are pretty good. All right, let me see if I can top you with this. I'm pretty darn excited about Spacemen 3. This is live in Europe, 1989, which if you know Spacemen 3, this is like pretty much the peak of when they were like the most fun. I guess there's a little bit of controversy with Record Store Day UK. They've got like some reissues coming out, and they have kind of put out a thing where they don't want you to buy it because they were not compensated properly, royalties or something. But anyway, that's a whole different thing from what we have here. And this, if you like this kind of psychedelic fuzz, spacey, I mean, they just do it better than no one else. And of course, part of them went on to be spiritualized later. But this is a double. It's a splattered opaque 180-gram heavyweight vinyl.
Yes.
This includes a full, get this, full 16-minute version of the track Suicide, which is like, you know, okay, you might as well just fire one up and lay down and listen, right? Because on the CD, it was cut down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So this, you get the full thing. So I'm pretty excited about this. Stoner rock at its finest, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, everybody, this is when they were at their peak. So pretty good stuff.
Definitely try to pick
All right.
that one up.
So now for my, what I'm calling my second pick, it's actually, I can't decide which one. So Cass is going to help me hold them up here.
Oh.
And I know you guys, I know I talk about the fall all the time, but I just, you know what? They're finally putting all this stuff out. This is great. So there is a ton of stuff here that I'm going to share with you. And yeah, Cash, you're just gonna have to help me. Okay, starting out, I'm gonna let Cass kind of like flip that down. But we've got, let me see, wow, I feel like, wow, this looks exactly like the back of this one in camera. Isn't that crazy? Actually, I believe that's the front. Turn it around to the other side. I think this is.
Is it? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay, so this one is actually in the Netherlands. It's live 1999 Netherlands show, and I don't know really how to say this. It's Nijmegen, something like that, okay? Now, you have to remember there's a lot of overlap on some of these live recordings because, you know, they were doing some of the same music, but every fall show is a different kind of thing, and so, boy, I don't know. I can't decide. Maybe we just gotta get them all, okay? Next one is Unutterable, and this is the Testa Rossa monitor mixes. So Testa Rossa, not sure what that is. It doesn't say on it like where, but anyway, it also does have a little bit of overlap track-wise, but another one for us. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, now this one is King's Lynn. That is that the Corn Exchange? Turn around to the front. Let me see. This is, yes it's that one's live in 96 at the Corn Exchange, and it's called King's Lynn 1996. This one I think might be the best of all of them because that looks pretty darn great. That track listing on the back of that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's looking pretty good to me.
Sure, I know. It's like, which one do you pick?
I know it, right? Well, maybe we don't pick. Okay, this one is Frankfurt 1993. That is probably also extremely good.
Nice. Yeah.
I like the cover art on these too.
Covers on all of them.
They're really beautiful. Okay, and here we have New Orleans 1981. Now that, wow. Okay, this is like a post-Friends experiment, so that's kind of got some of that kind of stuff on it, okay?
All right.
And then here, this one is at the Astoria in 1998. So, wow, man, there's just so many good ones. I can't decide, but I think there's a couple that look like, you know, maybe like at least 3 that seem like must-haves to me. And I would be really remiss if I didn't tell you also, now this technically is a UK record store day release, but for us here in the States, it's just a today, Friday release, and it is this little 7-inch box set. It's called Medicine for the Masses. This is the Rough Trade singles box, and they feature singles from one of their most productive periods from 1980 to 83. And there are 4 singles in this box, and that also comes, and each of them are colored vinyl too, which is a beautiful thing. And there also is some button badges that come in, and each button features, some of the artwork, like, you know, maybe it would just be that face or the blue and black. Anyway, on the button badges, this is $55.95, and I think we have 4 of these, and I believe one of these is gonna be mine. So, okay, I'm not really a big 7-inch box set fan, because I feel like when you're playing 7 inches, you really got to commit to just standing by your turntable.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
You can't leave.
Sort of thing.
So yeah. Anyway, all right. So that is a lot of fall chat, I realize, but just humor me, okay? And now, Cash, you're going to feature a couple of other record store day things that you think look pretty swell, right?
Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna talk about all of them, and
Okay.
I'll do your full stack.
Sweet.
So I got a couple of 7-inches that I liked. First, Anderson .Paak, Bubblin'. This is from his last, well, actually, he just put out a new album like last week, but he had an album before that called Oxnard, and this was the lead single to it. Really the only song on it I really truly fell in love with, but it's a really good song. It's got Busta Rhymes on it too. Excellent lead single. I think it's on colored vinyl. I think it's orange or something like that. So check that out. Pelican, stoner metal, instrumental, sludge band, have a new song, Midnight and Mescaline. This is their first new track in a very long time, I'd say like 8 years or something, and then they just recently announced like 2 days ago that they have an album coming out, which, like I just said, the first album in like 8 years. So this is a very big deal if you like Pelican, and I haven't even heard these tracks yet. I'm waiting till I buy this to hear it, so it should be pretty cool. I think they're probably on Spotify. I'll probably just listen to them.
Ooh, red vinyl too.
Yeah, it's on red vinyl, so check it out if you like stoner metal, stuff like that. Next, we got, this is it's not exactly Shoo Shoo, it's Jamie Stewart from Shoo Shoo. This is like him and his friends. It's basically a Shoo Shoo spin-off sort of thing called 10 in the Swear Jar. This is like just a bunch of like early recordings or something, just like a compilation of a lot of their material. And I'm not really sure too much about it, but the picture disc is just incredible.
Great. That's like one of the best I've seen. Yes.
Back to, so this is super rad. Only got 2 of these, so if you want one, come pick it up. Come early. Very cool. So yeah, check that out. And Shoo Shoo just put out an excellent album recently, so they're on a bit of a hot streak right now. Next is Gong, live at AU Bataclan 1973. Good era for Gong. This is an excellent live album. If you like Gong, you've probably heard this before, but now it's out on vinyl. This is a UK Record Store Day release too. Same with those fall ones, and it's on, as you can see here, pink green vinyl. So Gong, they're just like the classic space rock, psychedelic, Hawkwind sort of sounding band. Very, very good. A little krautrocky too. And there's an excellent picture of them getting a little trippy around something. So that's cool. And they're French. I actually did not know that. So check that out. Looks really good. Always in for a live album. Let's see. Next we have Rush Hemispheres Picture Disc. This is super cool. This is probably my favorite Rush album. It's got La Via Strangiato on it, my favorite Rush song. The Trees, another one of my favorites. So if you're a Rush fan, the excellent progressive rock group, then you probably are going to want to pick this up. Beautiful picture disc. Obviously, picture disc's not the highest quality of audio, but this is more of a collector's sort of thing. I mean, I'm sure it'll sound great anyway, but this would look good up on your wall or something. So check that out. Look at the boys in the back.
I think that'll look pretty fetching just spinning around your turntable, won't it?
Absolutely. All right, next. This Bark Psychosis, I found this yesterday, didn't even realize it came out. Bark Psychosis, an English post-rock band, one of the early post-rock bands like Talk Talk. They have like a compilation album out. This came out like, I think like 30 years ago or something. It's been a while, but now it's out on vinyl, I think for the first time. And if you know this band, or if you're just trying to get into this band, this is highly recommended. Just a compilation of all their singles, if you want to call them that. They're all very long, progressive songs, so they're not really singles, but just a good introduction to the band. Or if you're a completist, pick this up. It's on red vinyl. Really cool. And next, I have this new Sun O album. Much like Pelican, just a doom metal, sludgy instrumental, although sometimes they have vocals, but I'm not sure if they do on this album or not, because I haven't heard it yet. So this is a brand new album out on Record Store Day, and this is their first album in a while too. I think it's been like maybe 3-4 years, and their last album they actually put out on Black Friday, so they definitely like timing these things right. So
looks like a pretty deluxe package, big gatefold. Is that a double?
Yeah, it's a double. It might even be like a triple or something.
Oh, yeah, I know, it's very thick.
This is the Record Store Day edition, but oddly enough, it's black vinyl, so maybe the black vinyl ones are going to be the rare ones. 4,000 copies made. So check this out. I have a really good feeling this is going to be an excellent album from Sun. I'm a huge fan of theirs. Definitely check out their live sets if you've heard anything about them. They are considered the loudest band in the universe, so definitely check that out. Finally, I have this lovely Jeff Buckley release. It is called In Transition, and I don't know if these have been released before or if these are unreleased, but from his legendary first studio sessions for Columbia Records, basically they're alternate takes of many of his classic songs from Grace and the album before Grace. Can't remember what that one's called, but it's got like a version of Hallelujah on it that's even longer than the original. The original is already like 8 minutes. And it's got a version of Last Goodbye, which I'm very, very excited about. It's my favorite Jeff Buckley song, version of Mojo Pin 2. So if you like Jeff, definitely pick this up. This is essential for fans of his. Rest in peace, Jeff. He died too young. I miss him all the time, but live on his legacy and buy this record, please. Because he was a great man.
Okay. That's pretty nice. Cass, you know what though? A lot of times you're talking behind the vinyl. I don't know if they can hear you.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Okay, well you're going to have to like up your game there a little bit.
Hiding my voice.
I know, why? All right, let's start off. Figured we should feature this for you because did you know that Pearl Jam are the official ambassadors of Record Store Day this year? So I thought it would be only appropriate. This is live from Seattle's Easy Street Records, recorded in 2005, and so, you know, I don't know how good of a show that was, but anyway, if they're taking the trouble to put it out, it must be pretty good, right? All right, this is pretty great. This is Roxy Music, and this is just remixes. This is limited to 2,500 copies, and this is exclusive double vinyl, super deluxe version that was coming out of the first Roxy Music album was in spring of 2018, and this is the unused stuff from that when they were putting that together, and it's all overseen by Brian Ferry, so it's all legit and all that. This it also has the photos are the outtakes from the legendary photo session for that first Roxy Music record.
Cool.
Yeah, and you know you can see how it progressed and what the one that they chose and everything. So I believe it's just maybe it's only 2. No, it's got remixes by different people. 4 different people doing the remixes, overseen by Brian Ferry. So anyway, check this out. I think that's going to go pretty fast as well. It looks very interesting. Yeah. I didn't say that it was colored vinyl, just heavyweight 180 gram vinyl. Okay. The next thing, oh, this is so good. This is a Devo box set, and I'm going to show you the back so you can see. This is 6 original groundbreaking studio albums from 1978 to 1984, and it's everything's on colored vinyl, all 6 on different colors of vinyl, limited to 3,000. So I think we got what, 3 or 4 of these?
Yeah, I didn't realize that's just like their whole discography basically.
It is.
Right?
So you got it all right there on colored vinyl. It's so great. So anyway, this is pretty nice.
That looks really good.
I know.
That one looks like a what do you call it? A wallet pocket buster.
Oh, you have to have deep pockets.
There we go.
You must have deep
That
pocket buster.
one doesn't really roll off the tongue very well.
It's a pocket buster. Okay, this is pretty cool. I think this is Sly and the Family Stone, and this is Woodstock, Sunday, August 17th, 1969. But for the first time, this is the full performance of Sly and the Family Stone's set. Like you wouldn't see it in the movie, you know, it's all cut, but this is the full-on entire performance of their set, which was
never been released
never
before?
On vinyl. No, or let me see, it's
That's
actually
pretty cool.
first time on vinyl. But you know, it's got Dance to the Music and Everyday People and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And that was such an amazing performance. Like, you know, if you've seen the movie, actually, there's a couple of Woodstock things in Record Store Day. I think that there is like a vinyl out of like everything uncut. It's like a super deluxe version too.
Like
it seems like there's something else too. Somebody else. Oh, well. No, I can't remember.
I think there's definitely a various artists sort of
Woodstock
thing. I saw that.
Whoa. Okay, and then this, you know what? I just think this is funny. If y'all know who Barnes and Barnes is, you know their big song "Fish Heads," roly-poly fish heads, and this is just on side one. It's got fish heads and an instrumental bubble mix of that song. Side two has fish heads and High School Gym, which I don't really know what that is. Neon pink vinyl. Barnes and Barnes, so clever, so funny, kind of like the Flight of the Conchords of their day, which would have been like in the 70s.
Oh, sure.
But anyway, if you don't even know what fish heads is, you ought to Google that. It's super great. And so that's here for us. Okay, well, it's time for you to Google that.
Yeah.
I think we should show this Bohemian Rhapsody original soundtrack. This is a picture disc, so you get this picture disc and this one. And I believe there's a 7-inch in here as well of Bohemian Rhapsody that comes in this package. But
that's actually them, right?
That's actually Queen right there. But it is just the soundtrack, you know, it's all the same music and over 4 sides. So this is your double. So a lot of people like that. Now, this is like such a groovy thing because this is Lou Reed's Ecstasy, and this is from 2000. Until now, this has only been available on vinyl in Germany. So now here it is for you. And I believe this is limited to 7,500 copies. So that's a pretty special thing of Lou.
Nice.
And then lastly, this is so great. This is Prince, His Majesty's Pop Life, the Purple Mix Club. And this was originally released in 1985, a Japan-only promo. So this is a very limited edition, and it has just it's on 45, and it's you know, over 2 pieces of vinyl here. It's got things like Pop Life, Let's Go Crazy, Little Red Corvette, Erotic City, I Would Die For You, things like that. And it's just yes, all these great things all remixed. So that looks pretty cool too. Okay, so those are just the things that, there's so many other things too that I didn't pick up. Like you saw that Modest Mouse triangular mint green single.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Didn't that look great? And
Definitely
so if you listen to Sirius like we do, they've been playing that track. It's pretty great. And also the Courtney Barnett, I Hate Everybody, Everyone Hates You.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. I didn't have time to pull that, but there's like a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young 4-way street that is actually extended. Gives you the whole thing if you're into that.
Yeah, that Stones thing looked cool. There's 2 Rolling Stones things. I'm not a huge fan of theirs, but it's that octagon-shaped greatest hits thing. It's on orange vinyl. That's pretty cool. And there's some other compilations.
Another one, yeah, that Green Grass and High Tides, whatever. That one looks also very cool.
Yeah. Stones fan.
But there's just so many things to mention. Anyway, I hope that you're going to come and join us. It's going to be an early day. It'll be a long day, but like I said, there's over 500 titles. We have like our buyer ordered everything he could get his hands on, and we did get shorted on a few titles, which is why it's going to be a little more competitive, but it's all good. And thanks for everybody that came out and joined us at Post No Bills on Tuesday night. Was that not fun?
It was really cool.
It was. So yeah, Cass did a 30-minute DJ set of like crazy psych music that was enjoyed.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, everybody, you had a great time,
I did.
and
It was
I
pretty
think
exciting.
everybody liked your stuff. So we had different people doing DJ sets. It was kind of interesting because it was a range of ages and different like types of music that they like. So it was really kind of cool to have.
Good though. Nothing was like too like, oh, that's too weird. It all like flowed pretty cool. Alex did it.
Yes, and our Suzanne Sims was out there, and actually I think she schooled you boys a little bit, didn't she?
Oh boy. Yeah, she came through with a big 15-minute prog opus. No one was ready for that.
But actually it was pretty great. She really I think surprised a lot of people. It was fun. So anyway, thanks for coming out for that. Join us. Yes, tomorrow we're open at 10, and we'll get everybody served as quickly as we can. I'm going to now go back and start hitting the swag bags and getting those prepared, and Cass is going to start loading up the table. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
All right,
Bye.
see you tomorrow.